Hi, my name is Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. So today I have a 3-pile pick-a-pile reading for the Healing Energy Sessions. Okay, the question I have for today is, why do I let pride stand in the way? So this is for people who don't want to admit they're wrong. Say you want a high position in a company. And people are saying, oh, no, you don't want that. It's going to be too tough. There's going to be too much responsibility, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, no, I can do it. I got this. I got this. And then you finally make it. And then you find out that what everybody told you was absolutely correct. But you don't want to admit it because you want to show people that you're strong, you know. By doing this, you're letting your pride stand in the way. Another example, if say you are arguing with a parent about something that you absolutely know to be true, something absolutely positively you know it's true, yet your parent is fighting with you, claiming it's not, right? So then it all comes around and you find out, yep, it's the truth. But your parent, who's basically stuck in their old ways, who don't want a younger person to be right because they want to always be right. This is your parent putting their pride in the way and leaving something that's basically undone, right? Leaving something in an uncomfortable feeling. So today's question, why do I let pride stand in the way? I have 3 piles here, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. If you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video. Now, I'd like to also say not to live your life by the tarot, because it is you who creates your own destiny. These may or may not resonate, okay? I would like to say subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Somebody might like this out there. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back, and to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. So let's go ahead and get started for the healing energy sessions. Question being, why do I let pride stand in the way? I'm going to go ahead and start with pile number 1. Okay, so here's for those of you who chose pile number 1. So the question was, why do I let pride stand in the way? Okay. So we have the otter, okay? And the otter represents efficiency, playfulness, right? So this might be your demeanor, okay? Let's go ahead and find out what's going on here. Maybe we can shed some light on this situation. I will remind you at the end, we will go to the oracles to find out what the universe and what Buddha has to suggest to help you out of this kind of pride funk. Okay, let's get started. First we have the Tower. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles, the Devil, the 5 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Knight of Rods, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups, Judgment, the 10 of Swords, and the Hierophant. Finally, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. One, two, three, four. So we have 4 major arcana here, okay? Something coming to an end, possibly a bad situation, a toxic situation. You place judgment on this situation. You have sought spiritual wisdom and possibly come to a conclusion. And let's go ahead and get started and find out what this is all about. So we have the Tower card here. Something has come to a complete destructive end. That's it. It's over. All right. I do see here the 6 of Pentacles. So this is a situation of unequal give and take, right? It was toxic, this situation. Perhaps somebody in your relationship, you or the other person, was toxic. They were taking more than they were giving. It could be that you guys were also arguing and fighting all the time, or you were fighting in your mind about whether or not you need to stop this toxic situation. Okay? I have the King of Swords here. And the King of Swords is coming up in a lot of readings, actually. But the King of Swords right here is a very intelligent man. He's very militant. He knows how he wants things. He wants things in order, and he wants things done right. He carefully thinks out his progress and moves forward then. So this King of Swords seems to be thinking about something of the past that was extremely toxic that has come to an end. We have this Knight of Rods wanting to move forward passionately to a new beginning, a new financial secure beginning, because whatever has happened to them has come to an end. We also have the King of Cups here, who's wanting to give his emotions, but he wants something equal. He's placing judgment on a certain situation that he does not want to relive. Okay, you can be holding all of these energies right here. You could be the King of Swords and the King of Cups both together in one person, possibly on your way to being an emperor, wanting to give a message to somebody of passion, but you haven't quite gotten there yet. And the reason being is because you're still placing judgment on the situation of you being actually stabbed in the back by others. This is where this Tower moment came in and has led all the way up to you being stabbed in the back. This could have actually happened by your marriage or your relationship. Whoever you are in a relationship with is the one who stabbed you in the back. You are constantly fighting with this person. And now you're wanting to move forward passionately somewhere else. Playful and efficient, right? Maybe not so playful, but efficient, yes. So if this sounds like your story, then I will go ahead and see you at the end, and we'll go ahead and see what kind of advice the universe and Buddha has for you. I'm going to go ahead and go to pile number 2. Okay, so here's pile number 2. Let's go ahead and find out, why do I let pride stand in the way? Okay, let's find out. Okay, so we have the fox here. And the fox represents cleverness and adaptability. So perhaps you are easily adapted in many situations. Okay, you may have been pretty clever in the last situation, or you are currently in a situation. Possibly you know something, but you're adapting at this present time. What I'm getting is possibly you can't move forward for some reason. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what's going on here. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the 2 of Cups. We have Temperance. We have the 6 of Swords, the Emperor, the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, the Lovers, and the 2 of Rods. Okay. We have 3 major arcana here. Somebody's been patient in a situation and you're wanting to move forward towards a lover. Let's start from the beginning. So at this present time, yes, you are going within. Perhaps this is why you are adapting to the situation for the time being. It has to do with you giving your emotions to somebody, right? You've been patient in this situation, whatever's been going on here, and you are deciding that you want to move away from whatever's going on here. You could be holding the energy of the Emperor, and you are looking at the past and what has been done. You're also working hard on your pentacles, trying to fix whatever it is you need to fix, or work on whatever you need to work on. Possibly you are working on your vehicle or something to help you move forward, or something to help you travel. You're trying to find actually the best time to leave, because you're juggling two ideas. One idea is not good for you, and one idea is what you want. But you're in the idea that's not good for you. So you continue to work on your pentacles while you watch somebody. Actually, you're watching somebody move forward. And who you're watching move forward is a lover. This is somebody who you saw out in the future that you would be with. But you're watching this person move forward, possibly without you. Yeah, there you have it. So if this sounds like your situation, then I will see you at the end, and we're going to see how we can, what kind of advice we get from the universe and from Buddha, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Okay, so here's pile number 3. Let's go ahead and find out what's going on in regards to why do I let pride stand in the way? Let's find out. Okay, so we have the frog. And the frog represents emotional healing and cleansing. So perhaps you're going through something right now that's causing you to try to heal emotionally because your emotions were hurt, right? I'm trying to put my sleeves up. Sorry, you guys. Anyways, and you're trying to cleanse your soul, possibly. Cleanse it of all these toxicities that have been plaguing you. So let's go ahead and find out what's happening here. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the World. We have the 5 of Cups. The Lovers. The Queen of Rods. The Devil. The 9 of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. The Hermit. 7 of Pentacles. 8 of Rods. And the 10 of Rods. Okay. Kind of different readings, but people are trying to move away from a certain situation, definitely, or going through something right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. Okay. Somebody completing a cycle, somebody finding a lover, possibly a toxic lover, going within, trying to figure things out, right? Well, let's start from the beginning here. We have the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. But it's not quite the 10 of Cups. It's kind of like when you find out you're going to have something good, you start celebrating about it, but you know you can't celebrate forever. You kind of get tired of that. And there's no 10 of Cups here, so you don't actually make it to that happy family, happy home, happy life, whatever you wanted. And it seems that you thought this was your world, but now you're thinking twice about it. And possibly it has come to an end, whatever this situation was, because somebody here is upset over the situation. It could have involved a lover. Queen of Rods, this could be you, or it can be your lover. It seems that this was a very toxic relationship. Also, we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is you staying up late at night thinking, what did I get myself into? Why did I go through this? I passed up my world for this, and it brought me sorrow, right? I do see the Page of Pentacles, and this is somebody who wants to learn about something now. They want to learn, they're studious, they want to ground themselves, and they know in order to do that, that they need to learn about themselves. So because of this pain and sorrow, you're going into the hermit mode to try and find answers. You're looking within. You're possibly reading books, looking things up on the internet, something like that. You're trying to cleanse yourself of this negative energy. We also have the Seven of Pentacles here. And you have tried to plant some seeds and watch them grow with this person who was toxic, but it's not going to work. They're not going to grow. Why? Because you're not going to allow them to grow because of what you feel inside you. You have gotten some message that this Queen of Rods was sharing passions elsewhere, was dealing with toxicity elsewhere, and now you feel that this whole entire situation is just a big burden in your life. And you have no idea how to get past this. So right now, you're basically trying to cleanse yourself of all this negativity. You're trying to heal yourself, and you're trying to figure out, how can I move forward? Okay? So if this sounds like your pile, like your story, then I will see you at the end to get some advice from Spirit, from the universe, and advice from Buddha. All right, you guys. I'll see you at the end. Okay, we made it to the end here. These are pre-shuffled cards. And the question was, just to repeat it, why do I let pride stand in the way? So it seems like in a lot of those readings, you have whichever piles you chose. You have found out that you no longer want to be in any of those situations, right? You're wanting to move forward in a certain way, but you're not doing it for some reason, okay? Perhaps you're still going through healing, which is good, okay? Perhaps it's taking you longer than normal because your pride is standing in the way. Perhaps you made a wrong choice in the past, and you know that, and you realize that, and you're afraid to come forward. And that's okay. Because it does take time to heal. It takes time for us to really understand what happened. Because even though you know, you're trying to figure out, you're trying to go deeper, right? You're trying to go deeper within yourself to ask yourself, why on earth would I do that? How could I have been so blind to see the truth? Why did I let these people deceive me? Right? So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side. We're going to go ahead and find out from the universe, what do I need to surrender in regards to why do I let pride stand in the way? What does the viewer need to surrender? Okay, well, let's see. Okay, and I'm feeling over here. Okay, so that was the first card. Let's go ahead and go to the Buddha Wisdom deck, and we'll find out from Buddha, why do I let pride stand in the way? What advice do you have, Buddha, for the viewer? And here it comes. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out first, what the universe is going to tell us in regards to why do I let pride stand in the way? Surrender to stress. So what I'm gathering from this, just from my own insight, is that you're under a lot of stress. And you might have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you have to take care of family members, your family, whoever, your job. And you are not very happy where you are. But there's a possibility you have fought for this position that you're in at this present time. And you don't want anyone to see that you've made a mistake. Right? Because you could be one of those people who always has to be right. Who always knows how to make the proper choices, who makes the right decisions at all times. You may have been viewed as somebody who is not able to do that in the past. But you have basically showed everyone you can, and you are refusing to admit that whatever you have built for yourself, that you're not happy there. And you don't want people to know that you fought for all of this, yet it was possibly the wrong choice for you. The job, the situation, the relationship. And now you're afraid to speak up and say, oops, I'm not happy where I'm at. I made the wrong choice. And you might have it inside you to think, oh my gosh, I cannot deal with this anymore, but I can't say anything about it because I fought so hard for it. Right? Let's see what the card says. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So it seems that you're under a lot of stress. Perhaps meditation would be best for you to clear your mind of all these negative thoughts you have. And these are all probably negative thoughts against yourself. About how could you have made this choice? How could you have, been so foolish to choose this path? And you're not understanding, the concept of how could you put yourself in a situation that you will never find happiness in. It seems in a lot of these piles you didn't want to be in any of these situations, whoever chose whatever pile. Possibly a lot of arguing and deception there. But you fought for this. There's nothing wrong with saying, I messed up and you're not the choice that I want from my life. I don't want to be deceived anymore. And if people come around and say, I told you so, well, then you can just say, yes, you did. Sorry I didn't listen, but now I know better. Not a big deal. People make mistakes all the time. All the time. But the main thing is realizing that you've made the mistake and moving on from it instead of staying in that unhappiness or that situation that you're in. Now, if you're in a good situation, everything's good, then this doesn't apply to you. This only applies to those who are very unhappy and who are afraid to speak up for their own happiness because they're afraid of being looked down on. Because, they made the wrong choice. Now, I want to explain to you, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you. It really doesn't. Those people are not paying your bills. They're not finding your love. They're not emotionally satisfying you. They're not on your team if they're putting you down. A real friend would never say, well, I told you so. A real friend would be compassionate to your needs and your feelings and basically understand and show care for your situation. They wouldn't throw it back in your face. A good friend will be there to listen to you and help you out of a problem. Everyone else will put you down, make fun of you, you know, tell you negative things to make you feel smaller than you possibly already do. And if those are the people in your life, I would suggest to separate. But I'm going to tell you right now that I am not the know-all of everything. All I'm doing is getting you to think for a moment. Think about what has happened in your life. Think about what has happened to you specifically. Think about what has happened mentally, emotionally, physically, right? Look at your life. Are you where you're at, where you want to be at right now? Is this where you want to be for the rest of your life? Or do you want to find better for yourself? Because where you are now is not serving you. It's entirely up to you. You can go through a moment of apologies, I'm sorries, explanations, I don't want this, whatever, or you can go a lifetime with unhappiness. Let's go ahead and find out what Buddha wisdom has for you. Dorji Drolo, the crazy wisdom, wrathful Buddha. Let go of being logical. A higher wisdom will guide you. So you're under a lot of stress because you're in your head about something. Something that you're thinking about has got you all stressed out. Possibly how you're going to remedy the situation you're in, how you're going to move forward from it, right? It seems that you're thinking too logically also. Possibly afraid or guarded because of what happened to you may happen again. Well, that's how you're going to feel about every situation then, if that's the case. Do you truly, honestly believe that everyone in the world is out to get you? Everyone in the world is going to deceive you and hurt you? I don't think so. What you have done is you have ingrained sadness, failure, deceit into your subconscious. So you feel as if that's what you're going to get and that's what you deserve and that's all. But that's not true. That is a misconception that you have ingrained into the subconscious. And now this is what your true belief is. Now you can change this by starting to think positive about things. You know, think of whatever you've been through as a positive situation, a situation that has taught you a lesson and that you should appreciate it. Be grateful for this situation because you learned from it. Okay, you don't have to like what happened, but that needed to happen to teach you to find your true self and what you really want, the kind of person, the kind of job, whatever it is. And that people make bad choices all the time and they all move on. They don't give up. So essentially, by you not putting positivity in your mind and moving to a more maybe heart space, using your heart instead of your mind, and this is where you're going to stay. In the subconscious of deceit, sadness. This is all you get. But that's not true. It seems like you need to use your heart now because you've been thinking with your mind, possibly other people telling you what to do and you thinking, okay, yeah, that's what I'll do because it's better because this person said. But that person's only telling you it's better because that's what they would want for themselves. And look where they're at now. Are those happy people that you're asking for opinions from? Have they excelled in life and made themselves better people? Take a look around you and see what kind of people surround you. Are these people who excel in life? Or are these people that kind of stay stagnant in the same old thing every single day, day in, day out, same thing, nothing changes? Well, you're going to be stuck in this phase with them unless you do something about it. And they can think whatever they want, because you know why? If you believe that you can succeed and do better in life and make better choices, you will surpass those people. And they might talk shit about you along the way, but look where they're at. Are they excelling? No. Are you? Yes, possibly. It's time to think for yourself and do what your heart is telling you to do instead of your mind. Because people have put bad news in your head and caused you to think negativity about yourself. I'm going to go ahead and read what this says for the Dorji Drolo. Number 27, that's the number 8 reduced. And so this means possibly that you are coming out of cycles here, starting to see your true self. Now, this says, Dorji Drolo, the crazy wisdom, wrathful Buddha. Dorji Drolo is one of the 8 manifestations of Padmasambhava, a historical figure who is considered to be the archetype embodiment of all accumulated knowledge, wisdom, love, and power of the Buddhist tradition. He rides through the jungle of life on a tigress, and he holds a purba, a magical dagger, for his work. Padma Sambhava was instrumental in establishing Buddhism in Tibet, bringing it from India in the 8th century. As he traveled through the land, he encountered many demons and spirits intent on blocking his progress. As they knew his work was very powerful, 13 times he appeared as Dorji Drolo to subdue the harmful spirits of the lands and turn them into the path of Buddhism. He was, in a way, a proselytizer of the best kind, convincing each demon to come to the aid of the Dharma teachings rather than inhibiting them. These creatures are the origins of many of demonic deities one sees in the Tibetan Tankas. Horrific monsters from your worst nightmare turned into pussycats. Padma Sambhava has 8 major manifestations, that is 8 energetic states that he can take on as teacher. He transforms his teaching approach for each situation in order to teach in whatever way will work for different students and different times. Dorji Drolo is an example of Padma Sambhava's reputation of working outside the norms of a culture. A man who discarded the path of normal logic and convention. There is a term in Buddhism called crazy wisdom. He personified this quality. So basically, what Dorji Drolo did was he went around to all those negative people in the town, all those negative demons, and turned them around. Right? Because he became knowledgeable about his own situations and all situations, and he was made a deity for recognizing these things and able to teach others about it. This person led evil to victory and moving forward because of his teachings. So perhaps, excuse me, these situations you were in may have been, gifts from the universe to allow you to learn about situations in life. Situations that you've never been in before and had to be put through them in order to understand them. Because some people can't really understand concepts of stuff if they don't experience it themselves, right? So look at all the negative things that have happened to you in the past and combine them all as teachings from the universe to allow you to find your way, to find out whoever you are inside, in your heart, in the heart space, rather than in the logical mind. All right? Perhaps when you're put in a taxing situation, something you have to make a quick choice over, okay, you use your mind, your logic really quickly. But when you want to look back at your happiness, your future, the love you have for yourself, one of the main things you need to do is have love for yourself. Then you know what you're deserving of and how to move forward. Once you do this and prove to yourself that you can find happiness, it will behoove you to teach this to others. Because if you are coming from the depths of despair and sadness, and you have brought yourself up to shine like the sun, and you have found that happiness and that strength and that courage to step forward because you care about yourself, because you love yourself, because you want to make boundaries for yourself, you want to be equal with others, and you want them to be equal with you. Once you find this, then you can teach it to others, and you will see how much people will appreciate you. Because at this present time, it doesn't really seem like people do right now. So, hopefully this helped somebody out there. I hope it did. Do not let your pride stand in the way. Maybe you don't like a situation you're in right now. Maybe you don't like dealing with certain people, but you don't want to walk away from them because they might tell you, we need you. We want you. You're the best company. You're the best whatever. Yeah, but are you there for them? Or are you there for you? Are people depleting you of your energy? Are they? Take a look and take a step back and see, are these people here for my benefit? Or are they here for their own? Do they care about me, or do they only care about their own needs? Take a step back and see when everybody starts calling on you for something, especially when you're in the middle of doing something and you're busy. So, I guess that's it for now. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today's question was, why do I let pride stand in the way? Hopefully this has helped you. Do your research, read from books, watch videos, go within, ask Spirit for help. Okay? I'm Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot once again, and I will see you guys next time.